One of the pieces that we had on the offense side of the ball that I think made us pretty explosive. And, what made him, though, extremely special is that, obviously he was a receiver. He's instrumental in the passing game. But what he did on each and every snap to set up the throws and the catches that he was going to make was just something that I think comes from a very, very high level football IQ. And he not only did it on the offense side of the ball, but people may not know that he also was first team all-conference safety last year, second team all-conference safety this year, first team wide receiver this year, and second team last year. So that honorable mention, award that he got for All Met, I think speaks volumes, not just of what the scope of his work was on the offense side of the ball, but what he was as a complete player. And that's what he was. But more importantly than just being a complete player, because that's obviously shown on Friday nights, he's a great young man, a great teammate, a guy that, allows the locker room to breathe, but yet has enough wherewithal to, reel guys in when necessary and help balance out, a room that could be highly lit with testosterone and emotions for young men who are, not even 17, 18 years old in many cases. And then you think about the things he does beyond that, community service, brings his uncle's truck to offload pallets of mulch for us on mulch day. And he's just, like I said, a complete player, but a complete young man. And we're just grateful to have him with us.
All right, Coach. Erron Touch, All Met, honorable mention. I think that was highly deserving.
Absolutely, well deserved. He's a kid that always set the bar high for himself, and when it came to working out and getting prepared for the season, he did everything and then some. I remember Touch from the age of, I would say around 8, 9, and he always had a defensive mindset. He always loved to hit. We would have our youth camps, and I would have him playing linebacker doing the tackling drills. He was one of the kids I would always have to tell, hey, listen, we just going through practice. Don't take it too serious. But he loved to hit. But like I said, it's well deserving of this young man. Everything he gets, he's going to deserve that and then some.
And then his football IQ is off the charts.
Yes. He's a kid that, he's a coach on the field. I mean, sometimes he'll yell stuff back at me when I'm calling plays that I haven't even thought about. And he'll hey, Coach, you thought about this or that. And I'll be like, yeah, run it. Because his IQ, like you said, is awesome. Is off the chart. He studies film all the time. When we doing film, he's paying attention and he really prepared for his opponent.
And then how is he outside the football field?
Oh, same. I mean, even in the classroom, he's always striving to be the best. And he separates himself from drama and problems. He know how to separate himself and keep himself focused and dialed in.
All right, Coach, can you talk about all the rest of the awards? Calvert really did well this year in individual awards.
Absolutely. They, it started off with all conference accolades. The offense was just riddled with guys, on first team from our, offensive group. And, defensively, we obviously had a few guys there as well. And it speaks volumes to the type of players they are. But, when they got a chance to play in the All-Star game, which 6 of our guys did, and a roster of 45, with 14 schools, that's a considerable amount. That's quite a stake in the game, if you will. They realized that, when they got to play against some of their foes and they got to develop rapport and relationship with them in a short amount of time in a week, they did notice, though, that those guys may have been a little bit bigger, a little bit faster. So what is that difference maker in our guys? And this is the Cavalier deal, right? That they're not the biggest, they're not the fastest necessarily. They may not be the most naturally talented football players, but as far as people goes, and as far as their grit and tenacity and their heart and their commitment to be something uncommon, I match them with anybody else around. And I think that's why those kids had the success they had this year. That's why so many of them got noticed and recognized on these individual accolades and then got to play in the All-Star game, because there's something special. And I think people get a lot more enjoyment out of watching young men who may not have all the visible attributes that would say they would be, gladiators in a gladiator game. then it speaks to their heart. And I think people enjoy the heart of a lion, the guy that goes out there and overcomes, sometimes the insurmountable. So love our guys. They're awesome.